Ukrainian forces are reportedly making gains towards the eastern city of Bakhmut as the prospect grows of retaking the city, which has been fiercely fought over for months. Leader of the Wagner Group of mercenaries, Yevgeny Prigozhin, said in May that his fighters had control of the city in Donetsk and would be handing it over to the control of regular Russian forces. Since then, he led a mutiny against President Vladimir Putin, while Kyiv has insisted that it was still fighting for the city. According to retired U.S. Navy Vice Admiral Robert Murrett, Deputy Director of the Syracuse University Institute for Security, it is just a matter of time until Ukrainian forces overrun Bakhmut, as reflected in advances already made by their forces in key areas surrounding the city. Russian milbloggers, like Alexander Sladkov, who has presented contradictory messages regarding the battle for the city, have expressed concern regarding the recent push by Ukrainian forces along the city's north and south flanks. On Wednesday, he composed that Russian soldiers had deserted the critical station at Klishchivka, and that close by Bakhmut was enduring an onslaught control of the military of Ukraine, as well as under the danger of attack. Notwithstanding, in a later post, he said that the Russians stayed settled in Klishchivka, as well as in the fortification of Ostrov. According to other sources, the Ukrainian forces have been driven back from the stronghold by Russia's 5th Assault Brigade. Euromaidan Press, which is backed by Kyiv, reported on Thursday that Ukrainian strikes on Russian fuel, logistics, and artillery batteries had crippled a crucial Russian stronghold near Klishchivka. The liberation of the village on the imposing heights south of Bakhmut was imminent as a result, it added. Murrett stated that the operations in and around Bakhmut are only one component of a number of offensive actions against Russian lines in the east and south. Ukraine is executing a purposeful mission to upset Russian components in back regions and simultaneously keep them shaky at different focuses along the front. Even though such a campaign is not quite as dramatic right away as other strategies, it will reduce the number of Ukrainian casualties and, over time, result in more extensive and long-lasting offensive gains in the Donetsk, Zaporizhia, and Kherson regions. On Wednesday, the Deputy Defense Minister of Ukraine, Hanna Maliar, confirmed that Ukrainian troops were advancing in an unidentified region on the southern flank of Bakhmut. According to Kyiv, Russian losses in the region were as much as 10 times greater than Ukrainian losses. The Establishment for the Investigation of War, ISW, said on Wednesday that geolocated films showed that Ukrainian soldiers had progressed northwest, north, and southwest of Bakhmut. Wesley Renfro, a political science professor at Quinnipiac University in Hamden, Connecticut, stated, Kyiv's counteroffensive would be greatly aided by Ukraine's recapture of the city. Progress in Bakhmut is probably going to additional concrete, genuinely necessary Western help for Kyiv and is one more sign that Putin's position is extraordinarily debilitated. According to a senior official from the Defense Ministry, Ukraine's counterattacking forces are attempting to use their momentum around the destroyed eastern city of Bakhmut to trap Russian forces there. The information comes amid significant battles on the northern flank of the settlement. Fierce fighting continues around Bakhmut, which has been at the center of Russian and Ukrainian offensive operations for nearly a year, according to Hanna Maliar, Kyiv's deputy defense minister, and a prominent source of updates on the ongoing counterattack. Our safeguard powers are stirring things up around town in the east so effectively that in certain areas their tactical units have started to leave their positions. Maliar composed, guaranteeing that the Russian order is presently utilizing impeding units, conveyed simply behind the bleeding edges to forestall the retreat of their friends. They are attempting to ensure the stability of the troops with weapons aimed at their backs, Maliar stated. According to Maliar, the hottest areas of the Eastern Front are in the vicinity of the Donetsk cities of Bakhmut and Lyman. Fierce combat in the direction of Bakhmut. The adversary is firmly occupying the positions. Ukrainian powers have been slowly progressing on the city's southern and northern flanks for over a month, even while giving up the downtown area to propelling Russian soldiers following quite a while of exorbitant battling. According to Maliar, Ukrainian efforts continue on both sides of the city, but the situation can change every hour. Just like today, the situation was undergoing rapid change. As a result, at the end of the day, there were battles on the northern flank around Bakhmut without any significant advances. Today, there were some advances on the northern flank. The Eastern Group of Ukrainian Forces spokesperson, Serhiy Cherevey, also noted progress. Kyiv's units, he said, is cited by Ukrinform, keep on holding the drive, complete attack activities, pushing back the foe on the southern and northern flanks. The adversary is resolutely resisting. The long-awaited counteroffensive by Ukraine has started slowly. Along the 800-mile front, multiple attacks are trying to stretch Russian defenses and find potential weak spots. Russia has repeatedly claimed that Ukrainian drives were defeated, resulting in significant casualties.